Hello and welcome everyone to the Commodity Report for the 2nd of December 2022, presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. So with that, we have seen an absolutely immense move in the commodity space over the course of this week, and in fact over the last month as well. So we now have silver prices that are up 17% over the last month. Gold is up over 10%. Platinum prices, they've accelerated by over 16%. Copper prices, they're up 11%. Alongside that, we have oil prices, which are up 5% just since Monday. Absolutely immense moves to capitalise on, particularly following on from Fed Chair Jerome Powell's comments on Wednesday, which has essentially been a huge signal to the market that the Fed are going to pivot as we get towards the FOMC statement in December and transitioning into 2023. Immediately off the back of that, gold has exploded. In fact, it's broken all the way back up above $1,800 per ounce. A huge impulse move to the upside over the last 3 days here for you to capitalize on massively. Oil prices as well, they have broken out $10 since Monday. So we put the low in at $73 per barrel, and just on Thursday broke out to $83 per barrel. As we identified with you in a lot of detail on the week ahead commodity report, there was a massive opportunity to capitalize on with oil over the course of this week. As you would imagine, these back-to-back opportunities which has presented themselves with commodities in the last week, we've absolutely maximized it here. So very quickly, we've been able to build into 10 positions on commodities since Friday of last week. All of these, they are new trades, and we're currently up over 4,000 points in profit on all of our open, newly executed trades just from Friday with our clients at the Gold and Silver Club. So of course, just to give you that calculation so you're understanding monetary terms, how much that equates to, for every one lot contract that you'll be trading, that's $40,000 of profit. For every 10 lot contract that you'll be trading, that's $400,000 of profit. This is all just since Friday of last week. So just within the matter of 1 week, absolutely immense moves there. So of course, oil at the start of the week, it broke down to the lowest levels in 2022 so far. It gapped down lower on the open on Sunday as a result, of course, of all the protests that we saw in China as a result of the new lockdowns. So oil was very much under pressure, giving you the ultimate opportunity, the best price that we've seen so far in 2022, breaking down to $73 per barrel. Now, we identified with you that we know the Joe Biden administration, they're looking to refill their strategic reserves at $70 per barrel. They took the price all the way, of course, from $125 per barrel that we hit over the course of the summer, all the way back down to $70 per barrel by strategic release of the oil reserves in America over the last few months. There's been other factors which have led to further declines in price, but essentially they outlined that they were looking to buy back at $70 per barrel. Well, of course, traders, they're not going to wait for $70 per barrel to get hit. They're going to front run that. So $73 to $74 per barrel this week was a huge opportunity. That's been one of our biggest trades this week alongside the metals as well. So I do hope that many of you have been able to capitalize massively. Now, as we get towards the end of the week, we've now got non-farm payroll data. That will be at 1:30 London time. And of course, then we're going to transition into some huge back-to-back trading opportunities throughout December as we're going to hit the CPI data. So we're going to be looking at that very closely as we head into the middle of December. Of course, we have the final FOMC statement of the year. That will cause immense moves in the market. That's in the middle of December. Then, of course, we have the final European Central Bank announcement, the final Bank of England interest rate decision as well. Alongside that, you've also got quad witching in the market as you transition into the middle of December. So back-to-back opportunities that you absolutely do not want to miss out on. We've talked about it multiple times with you, but at the moment in commodity markets, we're able to see double-digit gains on a regular basis. So you can capitalize hugely on the day-to-day volatility that we're seeing in the market. So as I mentioned on oil, last week oil prices, they declined $10 to the downside. And this week we've already seen a complete V-shaped reversal of $10 to the upside. That's over 1,000-point move that we've seen just within the matter from Monday through to Thursday. So again, just to give you that calculation, if you're in a one lot on that trade, that's going to generate $10,000 profit for you. If you're in a 10 lots on that trade, that's $100,000 just from Monday through to Thursday. These are the sort of profits that can be made in the commodity markets right now. And of course, we've just had the signal from the Federal Reserve that they are looking to pause and potentially pivot going into 2023 to be less aggressive on their rate hike. So what happened? The dollar absolutely cratered and every single commodity exploded to the upside. So again, I hope many of you have absolutely crushed it over the course of this week. No doubt those of you that follow our reports have absolutely killed it. and I do congratulate you for that. As we know, 1 in 2 people are now turning to trading to beat inflation, which makes absolute sense. Trading is one of the best skills that you can learn in 2022 to hit the ground running in 2023. If you want to earn more, you have to learn more. This is why trading is such an important skill. It's recession proof, and of course it's inflation proof, and of course it sets you up with multiple income streams to capitalize on this current volatility that we're seeing day to day, week to week in the commodity space. Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Citigroup, they've been right. They've been right about commodities, presenting one of the biggest opportunities here as we get towards the end of the year for the final quarter and the final month. You can have a look, glance through every single commodity at the moment. They're all exploding, and it's only the 1st of December. It's just the beginning. We still have another 2 weeks until the FOMC statement. So with that, I do hope that many of you again have been able to capitalize massively off the back of this. If you're not, and you're just getting chopped up at the moment in these markets, or if you're just missing out on all of these massive opportunities, I can only imagine that you're either inexperienced in the market, or perhaps you're using technical analysis, which, as you know, is outdated. You're going to see outdated technical analysis indicators and strategies which just will not work in 2022, the age of data. You absolutely need to be trading the research-driven approach to the market. This is where you want to be utilizing real-time data-driven cycles on the daily, the weekly, the monthly, the quarterly timeframes. Alongside that, you also want to be aligning that with the intermarket correlations in the market, the key areas of liquidity that are targeted by the big funds, money managers, banks, institutions, so that you can capitalize and take advantage of these very fast impulse moves higher. We've seen a lot of it in the last week, where very key levels, they provide huge areas of liquidity where the price slingshots from. So if you're aware of those levels where you're likely to get those massive moves, you can benefit massively in a very short period of time. Alongside that, of course, you want to learn and understand the macroeconomics, the fundamentals, the geopolitics in the market, and further compound that with the real-time data-driven cycles, and of course, learning and understanding how the hedge funds, money managers, banks and institutions are positioned in the market in real time. That will help you massively to get an edge. So with that, if you would like to join our community of successful traders, learn the professional research-driven approach to the market, and join our professional mentorship program, there is an opportunity for you to do so. Just make sure you click in the link below today's report in order to make an application to join our professional mentorship program.